So, above and beyond making scary, shadowy, informant-looking videos like my last installment, another hallmark of this channel is reading out of the Bible. So, I'm going to read from Luke chapter 10, verse 25, and it goes like this. And behold, a lawyer stood up to put him to the test, saying, Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? He said to him, What is written in the law? How do you read? And he answered, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. And he said to him, You have answered right. Do this, and you will live. But he, desiring to justify himself to Jesus, said to Jesus, And who is my neighbor? And Jesus replied, A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he fell among robbers, who stripped him and beat him, and departed, leaving him half dead. Now by chance a priest was going down that road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. So likewise a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he journeyed, came to where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion, and went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he set him on his own beast, and brought him to an inn, and took care of him. And the next day he took out 2 denarii, and gave them to the innkeeper, saying, Take care of him, and whatever you spend, I will repay when I come back. Which of these 3, do you think, proved neighbor to the man who fell among the robbers? He said, The one who showed mercy on him. And Jesus said to him, Go and do likewise. Okay. So that's a good little passage from the Bible. The guy says, What should I do to inherit eternal life? And it says, Well, what's the law say? And the guy says, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. And Jesus says, Right, do that and you'll live. And the guy says, Well, who's my neighbor? And Jesus goes into this story about the guy who got robbed and beat up and passed by a priest and a rabbi. But a Samaritan, who were outsiders to the Jews, came by and had compassion. And who would be the man's neighbor? Right? Well, the guy that had compassion on him and helped him. Right. Go and do likewise. So isn't that a good little teaching? Right? You can hold on to that one. As long, your political belief could be anything, but if you do that, you'll be a good person, right? If you have compassion on somebody who's hurting like that and been robbed, and instead of just walking by on the other side, you'd be a good neighbor. And they were, well, you're just getting a rub down, aren't you?